Today's recipe will show you how to use and preserve your rhubarb. Welcome back to City Foodie Farm. Today it's really hot outside, so I think I am going to can the rhubarb that we harvested the other day. It's been several days, and every day I open the fridge and make sure my rhubarb's okay. So I better just can it. We're gonna make some Strawberry Rhubarb Jam today. And if you didn't see my last video, we had a little rhubarb harvest. Here's our rhubarb that we got. We have 2 rhubarb plants, and we harvested not the whole plant because we want it to grow back. Hopefully we can still get a couple harvests out of it. But here's the pile. I'm thinking I'll probably do a smaller batch of strawberry rhubarb jam today. Basically it's gonna be something simple. We're gonna use rhubarb, strawberries. I'm gonna use frozen strawberries, and sugar, and a lemon. And if you put the whole lemon, slice it in half, put the whole lemon in the pot, it releases pectin. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Okay, let's get started. First, you'll need to prep your rhubarb by slicing the ends off. And if you need to, slice them in half to fit them in a strainer. Now it's time to wash and then dry your rhubarb. Next, you'll be chopping your rhubarb in little chunks like this. It's amazing as this rhubarb cooks how it breaks down. So even if your chunks are a little bit bigger, that's okay. And you only need 4 cups. Today we are making a smaller batch, but it still will make 4 jars of jam. Here are the ingredients you'll need for this recipe. You will need 4 cups of rhubarb, 2 cups of frozen sliced strawberries, 2 cups of sugar, 1 lemon, and 1 cup of water. These are the canning tools we'll be using today. You'll also need a stock pot to sanitize your jars and a pot to cook your jam. Start by filling your stock pot. Next, you'll need to wash and sanitize everything. For this recipe, you'll be using 4 jelly jars. While you wait for your water to boil, you can start adding your ingredients. Start by adding your 4 cups of rhubarb in the other pot, and then add your strawberries. Next, add 2 cups of sugar. Once everything is added, you'll want to let it sit for 15 minutes. You'll also need to add 1 cup of water and 1 lemon. You will be putting the whole lemon in the pot. So slice it and use a juicer. Juice your lemon. The seeds are just fine. We'll be taking those out later. The seeds are actually high in pectin, You'll want to juice both halves and toss it in your pot. And now you'll want to stir up your mixture. And then, like I said, let it sit for about 15 minutes. After it sits, you can place it on low heat and cook it for about 15 minutes. And you'll want to start sanitizing your jars. Add each jar to the water and all of your canning equipment. You'll want to sanitize everything and let it cook for about 10 minutes. And another little tip here, place down some bath towels is what I use. Place those on your kitchen surfaces. You will use them after everything is sanitized. Now it's time to increase your heat. Increase it to medium to high heat. And now is where you'll really start to see it break down. After everything is sanitized, you'll want to take everything out and lay it on your towel so it's ready to go. You can use this magnet or a kitchen tongs to get the lids out. But now everything is sanitized and ready to go. It's really amazing to watch the transformation. These chunks of rhubarb and strawberries will not look the same. You'll want to keep cooking it for about 30 minutes. And then eventually, when it starts to look like this, you'll want to decrease the heat to low and fish out any seeds. After you decrease the heat, you'll want to cook it for another 15 minutes. And then once you think it's ready, you'll want to place them on a plate and then put it in the freezer. You're going to check the consistency of the jam. This jam here was in the freezer and it looks like it's ready. Once you know your jam has the right consistency, you'll want to fish out all of the lemon seeds if you haven't found them all, and then remove the lemons, and you can start canning. So grab your sanitized ladle and your funnel and get your jars in the right spot. And then ladle your jam into one of your jelly jars. And you'll want to fill it up almost to the top, leaving a little bit of room. And now remove your funnel. If you've added too much jam, simply just take a little bit off the top and add it to the next jar. Make sure to wipe the top of your jar and then your lid, and then place it with using your magnet. Place it on the top of the jar. Make sure it has a great seal. And then you want to screw on the lid. And you want to continue that process with all 4 jars. This recipe will give you 4 jars of strawberry rhubarb jam. You can use a towel or paper towels when wiping down your jars. I just feel it's important to make sure that you don't have any water or anything that's going to affect the seal. So make sure you wipe down your lids and the tops of your jars before screwing them on. As you get to this point, when a couple of your jars have been filled, it just feels so good to create something that you can use later. Use in the winter. Something from the summer that you're using in the winter is amazing. It feels so good. So when you get to this point, you're almost done. As you can see with this last jar, I really had to scrape this pot to fill the jar. And I really wanted to fill the jar. I really wanted 4. So it's possible. This recipe fills 4 jelly jars. And now you're ready to can your strawberry rhubarb jam. Now you'll want to gently place each jar into your water bath. This should be on low to medium heat, just not too hot. You'll notice your jars start to rock and you'll want to turn the heat down a little bit. But you'll want to cook it for 10 to 15 minutes. Once it's cooked, take it out and you'll want to let them sit. And as they cool, you'll hear the best sound. Little pops of them sealing. It's the best sound in the world when you can something. Then you know it's sealed. You did it. You just canned 4 jars of strawberry rhubarb jam. And now you can enjoy these anytime you want, even in the winter. Having some things that are canned from your summer harvest feels so good. I hope you find this useful. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.